Today I'm going to do a makeup look with my new Kat Von D Ladybird palette, which is just so gorgeous. I'm thinking I might also use a shade or two from the Balm's Balm Jovi Rockstar palette, which I really love as well. So let's get started. So I'm going to start out with CoverGirl Under Eye Concealer. Comes in this little wand. I'm not generally much of a fan of CoverGirl products, but I have used stick concealers for many years, decades, and I have generally found them to crease. And I have not found this product to crease. And then what I use to conceal on my face, because my face tends to be, the rest of my face tends to be a little darker, is I use the darkest shade, which is called medium. So I have a lot of sun age spots, or whatever you want to call them, over here. Not so much over here, but a little. And so what I do is, I don't wear foundation. I just prefer not to. Plus I live at the beach. So I just kind of go over, dab on where the darkest spots are. On this side, it's much less. Then I'm going to take my Real Techniques Expert Beauty Brush. This is my favorite of the Real Techniques brushes that I have. It's got this domed, very dense, domed head. And it's great for buffing things in. I start buffing it. I stipple, I push straight in first, and then I brush to blend. Do the same thing over here. And I really only do this when I'm going out to dinner or something like that. I don't do it for every day. And my eye concealer of choice is the NYX eyeshadow base. I do have the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I just prefer this a little bit more. I like the creaminess of it. I like that you can, kind of aim it exactly where you want it, whereas the Too Faced Shadow Insurance is a liquid product. It's just personal preference, really. I have almost no eyebrows, so I do a little penciling and then I brush it out. It's hard to find the right color because my hair is so light, especially in the summer from the sun. But I use the Rimmel, this Rimmel pencil. And the color is called Hazel, and I've been using it for quite a long time, and I find that it works the best of the colors that I've tried. And also, I really do not like the texture of a lot of eyebrow pencils. They're so waxy, and this is not. I put it on and then I brush a good bit of it back off, just trying to get a semi-natural look there. And I use this little brush here as sort of my crease brush to get started over in the outer corner, and also to go into the crease. I'm going to start with this color that's on the far end in the Kat Von D Ladybird palette. It is a plum, a dark plum. Now, I have almost no eyelashes. I have almost no body hair in general due to some hormonal issues. And so I tend to always start my eye makeup by kind of laying down a line of dark shade on at least the outer third that sort of, when you look at me, afterwards sort of stands in for that dark line that most people would have with their lashes, and I don't. So I started out with that plum and the Kat Von D. I'm now going to go into a color called Alice Copper that's in the Rockstar palette. It's really similar color, plum color. It's just got a little bit of red in it, and it's also got a little bit of shimmer in it. Start taking that up into the crease. Everything is looking, of course, very, very dark right now, but then I go in and blend things out with a larger brush. Okay. So now I'm going to go in and do a brown, a tan rather. I think that I'm going to go with one of these two lighter browns that's in the Kat Von D. One's more of a taupe and one is more of a tan. So I think I might do the taupe. Now I'm going to do that more on the lid. Not all the way over to the inner corner, but mostly. These shades have really, really nice feel to them. They're really creamy and smooth. Okay, in that very inner corner, I'm going to go with a color from the Balm Jovi palette that is called Third Eye Blinded. It is a sort of a rose gold. It's pale. It's very pale. Got a little shimmer to it. I really like it. Really doesn't end up showing up as much. You know, it doesn't like show up so much as a color as much as it just shows up as an area of light. Then I'm going to take a larger shiny brush. This is a larger brush. And then I just like to go in and kind of blend things out. Especially in the crease. I try to blend everything together. And then I'm going to go in and put the second color in the Kat Von D. It's sort of a pale cream color. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on my brow bone. I don't always use makeup on my brow bone unless I'm going out for the evening or something. Just going to go and darken this crease a little bit with a color that is actually brown. It's kind of between a brown and a red. I know it looks horribly messy, but once I go in there with my blending brush, it usually comes out okay. I'm going to use this brown that comes with the Kat Von D, and I'm just going to do a little bit of that under the eye. Smudge it with my finger. And just for the heck of it, I'm gonna line my waterline with this purple liner from Balm. Oh, and what I do usually to set the concealer that I use on my face, I have this Physicians Formula Mineral Makeup Powder, Loose Powder Foundation. I've only used it once because it irritated my eyes so badly that I had completely red. The whites of my eyes were red for almost 24 hours, and I was like constantly doing Visine during that 24 hours. So I've been kind of hesitant to try that again, but I will tell you what, the coverage was amazing. But what I've been doing instead, just for, you know, kind of when I go out to dinner, that type of thing, is Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free Face Powder. It's the same line as this, but it's just a face powder instead of like a foundation. So I usually use my my Real Techniques stippling brush for that. It's really, really fine powder. And so I just tap around in there a little bit. And then I go over everything. I try to avoid going right up under my eyes because being older, it accentuates those lines right there. And then where I usually need the most help, because I have very dry skin on part of my face and a little bit oilier on my forehead, so I usually need more up here than on the rest of my face and down my nose. Now I need some blush. So what I've been doing is I've been using, especially when I want to go more dramatic, I've been using this NYX cream blush that's actually in red. But, you know, once I buff it out and that type of thing, it just kind of looks like a, just, you know, a really deep It's very highly pigmented, so it doesn't take a whole lot. And I'm going to go back in with my Expert Face Brush again because I really, like I said, I like to this is great for anything that's of a liquidy, creamy consistency. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to go in circular motions and spread that out to my hairline. I have a whole collection of NYX lip pencils, which I love. They are the best. They are really smooth, but I usually do start out with just a little bit of lip balm first. And so let's see, since I'm wearing purple and I did a purple eye, let's go with this one called Prune. I think maybe for the camera we'll go with NYX's Cosmo. It's not one that I wear a whole lot, frankly, because it's like super, 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 super sparkly. And again, I'm, you know, on the older side. I'm going to use my Balm Jovi palette and just use the highlighter that's in here, which is called Disco Disco. Pretty intense stuff. So, shouldn't have gone in with that much, but that's okay. I do own mascara, I suppose, but I don't wear much because I don't have many lashes. So there's my look, and then I think I'll do a little review of some of the new products that I've used lately.